Don't be afraid of the middle, Christine. And then I know one more person's coming too. Yeah. Well, any special requests today, friends? De-stress. That's what we need, huh? De-stress. The stressful getting here. Isn't that always like, whenever I'm late to yoga and I'm just like a crazy anxious driver, I'm like, well, going to yoga. Yeah, are we? It's like, oh yeah, we're going to yoga. Okay, let's de-stress then. So actually, let's lay down. How about that? Lay down on your back. And once you're laying down, just take a moment, kind of stretch your body in any way that feels good. So maybe a big, long, full body stretch with arms overhead, legs extended. Maybe you just want to draw your knees in and kind of rock gently from side to side. So take a moment, just feeling into your physical body. And then eventually find stillness. And you can rest in any way that you want to. So maybe you're in Shavasana, legs extended, arms by your sides. Maybe you've got your feet on the ground with your knees bent, constructive rest pose. Maybe a little bit of gentle hip opening, feet together, knees apart. So anything goes. Same with your arms. One hand to heart space, one hand to belly, arms out by your sides, even arms relaxed overhead if that feels nice. And then let's just take 3 great big breaths together to really kind of settle and drop in to our bodies a bit more. So next time you inhale, just fill up as big as you can. And take a moment to pause in that fullness. Maybe a little bit extra. And open your mouth, sigh it out. Very nice. Do that a couple more times. Great big inhale, fill up. Pause. Sip in a little bit more. Big open mouth sigh, let it go. And one more time. So make this the biggest inhale of your morning. Hold in fullness. That extra little sip. Any stress, any heaviness, any anxiety you're holding, big, huge sigh and breathe it out. So just feel your body really relax into the ground here. Allow yourself to be heavy against the earth. And with your eyes closed, just start to drop into your Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. And see if you can start to not only feel your breath, but also hear your breath. So create that gentle sigh or whisper noise. Keep this breath moving and flowing. So lots of awareness. Draw your knees in towards your belly and start with a gentle rock from side to side. And then come to stillness with your knees stacked over your hips and your shins parallel to the ground. So it's like a reverse tabletop position. Tee out your arms, so reach them out to both sides. Flex your toes and squeeze your inner thighs together. Take a big inhale here, feel your neutral spine. And as you exhale, keep squeezing your legs. Let your legs fall to the right, but hover them above the ground. So don't let them touch. Stay here, breathe in. See if you can feel the back of your left shoulder rooting down. And then with your exhale, use your core to bring your legs back to center ever so slowly. Take an inhale, neutral spine. Squeeze your legs, flex your toes. Exhale, legs over to the left. Hover right above the ground. So as close as you can get to the ground without letting them touch, without letting your right shoulder lift. Stay here as you breathe in. And then with your exhale, squeeze your legs, bring your knees back to center. Inhale, center, extend your left leg straight up towards the ceiling, flex your toes, squeeze your legs together, your upper legs, and exhale over to the right. Hover your legs above the ground, backs of your shoulders, stay rooted, breathe in here. Try not to strain through your face or your neck. And then exhale slowly back to center like you're moving through molasses. Inhale, center, switch out your legs. So right leg extends now, left knee bends. And exhale over to the left. Hover and hold, squeeze, active through your toes, breathe in. And exhale, slowly back up. It's your last round. This time, inhale, extend both legs straight up. Flex your toes, bend your knees as much as you need to keep a neutral spine. Exhale over to the right. Hover and hold. Inhale. Keep the back of your left shoulder rooted down. Exhale slowly with control, legs back to center. Inhale, center, neutral spine, maybe readjust through your feet or your legs a bit. And then other side, exhale to the left. As close as you can get without letting them touch, without letting your right shoulder lift. Inhale. And then as you exhale, nice and easy, back to center. Good job, friends. Inhale, center. This time, any variation you want, just let your legs fall all the way over to the ground on your right. So supine spinal twist, now relaxing into it. If you want, you can bring your right hand to the outside of your left thigh, put a little bit of gentle pressure there. And then big, deep breaths down into your low belly, low back. Yeah, soften with your exhales. Take about 2 more rounds. And then after your 2 more breaths, slowly come back through center. And the other side. The legs go left, right arm out to the right. Gaze up or over your right shoulder and breathe all the way down into your belly. So see if you can feel the rise and fall, the expansion and contraction with every single breath. If it's too loud, you just turn it down. Good job, friends. When you feel pretty even on both sides, and I'll just let you be the judge, come back to center. Draw your knees in for a moment. Find that little rock just to kind of neutralize, but then find another full body stretch if you have, and maybe not another one, maybe this is your first. So full body stretch, reach super long. Feel the lengthening of your side bodies. If your ribs lift a lot, see if you can press down through the backs of your ribs, even just the tiniest bit. So finding a more neutral spine. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, draw your knees back in. And this time we're going to rock and roll forward and back. So see if you can start to rock and roll nice and smooth, but build up some momentum. Eventually rock up, cross your ankles, bring your hands to the ground in front of you. Transition onto your hands and your knees. So you might have to kind of crawl back, get nice and centered on your mat. And then from hands and knees, just start your own exploration, your own intuitive movement. So cat-cows, hip circles, child's pose, wherever you want to go. Just feeling into your body, using your awareness, your breath, present with what is, moving from what you feel right here, right now. So rather than doing the same thing every single time, see if you can feel right here, what does your body need? What would feel good? What feels tight? What feels stiff? And is there a way you could create more space there? Maybe you just need a little bit of grounding. You want to rest in a child's pose for a couple breaths. So take your time, about 3 to 5 more rounds. Eventually, downward facing dog is our destination. So you can start your transition back in your own way and in your own time. And since there's less of you in class today, I'll offer a little bit more hands-on adjustments. If anybody would not like hands-on adjustments, if you don't want to be touched, I totally understand. That's fine with me. Just wave a hand in the air really quickly. Wave a hand, wave a hand. Okay, thank you so much. All right, so back in your down dog. Take a moment to feel around. So maybe pedal out your heels or shift your weight, shift your hips from side to side. Shake your head, yes or no. So see, is there a little more space you can create here? Is there a little more length you can find from your fingertips up to your sit bones? What would happen if you bent your knees? Does that feel better? Or you lose that stretch in the backs of your legs? What would happen if you picked up your toes and tried to spread them apart? Can you feel more of a stretch in the backs of your legs that way? Notice, are you rolling onto the outer edges of your feet? Or are you rooted through both the inner and outer edges? So many things to notice and get curious about. Nice, Sydney. You guys look so good. Nice down dogs. Take one more big inhale into your downward facing dog. Thanks, Christine. And as you exhale, gaze to the top of your space, however you want to get there, forward fold. Give yourself a moment to just be in your fold. So I like my feet at least hips width distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. If you want, ragdoll, grab opposite elbows. Yeah, or maybe walk your fingertips over to one side and then the other. Maybe hands behind your head, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull. Give the back of your neck some traction. So lots of options. See if you can let your weight stay a little bit forward. So more in your toes, balls of your feet, less in your heels. Lift your butt super high, crown towards the ground. Take one more round. Good, and then inhale, halfway lift position. So spine long, get all the rounding out of your back. Very nice. Exhale, let it go, fold back in. All the way to empty in your breath. Let's do that one more time, halfway lift. So how much length can you create? Press back through the tops of your thighs, broaden through your sit bones. Exhale, bow, fold all the way to empty. Using the strength in your core, lead with your heart, rise up. So connecting to your center, arms to the sky. Hands to your heart as you exhale, nice Tracy. All right, arms reach, high mountain. Use your exhale to slowly dive down. So stick your butt out, heart forward, then release. Nice, Paul. With your inhalation, halfway lift position. So how much strength and length can you feel in your back body? Really nice, Brenda. Exhale, let it go. Fold it. Root through your feet. Lead with your heart all the way up. Arms to the sky. Hands to heart center. Nice, Katie. Connect back with you. All right, this time, friends, arms to the sky. Breathe in. Add a little baby back bend. So as you exhale, just cactus your arms, bottom tips of your shoulder blades squeeze, lift your heart. Inhale, re-extend, realign. So feel into your neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Swan dive as you exhale, butt sticks out, heart reaches forward all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat, plank position. So pause here for a moment and really push the ground away. So spread your fingers super wide and push down. See if you can draw your belly button in and up. Nice breathe and feel your breath in your back body. See if you can feel strength in the front of your thighs. Your quad muscles are squeezing. Start to take little baby rocks forward and back. So just an inch or so of movement. So nothing changes in your body position except hands and feet. So you're feeling into your fingertips, your wrists, your toes, your ankles. Next, inhale, find that little rock forward. So you're on your tippy toes or knees can come down to modify. Exhale, lower halfway. Try to keep your shoulders back, plugged in. Inhale, push back up, high plank. Do that again, little rock forward, halfway down, strong arms, strong belly. Inhale, push back up. Slow as you can go all the way down. Very good awareness. Find a back bend of your choice with your inhale. And feel free to give yourself a couple breaths. As you're ready, downward facing dog. Feel into the space of your front body. Yeah, shoulders. Even in those positions where we feel like it's all our upper body doing the work, stay connected to your lower body as well. So I think that's one of the most interesting things about this practice. You really start to notice how everything is connected. So back in your down dog, you've got about 5 rounds of breath. Explore that. Everything is connected. What happens when you adjust just the slightest bit through your shoulders? What happens when you adjust just the slightest bit through your hands? What happens when you bend your knees just a little bit? Or again, pick up your toes and spread them apart. What do you notice? So all these little tiny adjustments that actually change the pose from the inside, what you're getting out of it, quite a bit. Feel your breath. Can you make it bigger? Can you take it into spaces that you didn't even realize were there? Really nice. You guys look so good. Take one more inhale into your down dog. Really good shoulders. Exhale, gaze forward, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Once you have arrived, spinal extension, breathe in. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet. Take it all the way to stand, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. All right, this time, inhale, arms reach up. As we exhale, chair plane. So bend your knees, swing your arms back. Keep your heart lifted. So you're doing a cobra with your heart. You're not rounding and rolling your shoulders forward. You're opening, rolling your shoulders back. Palms face each other or palms face down. Bend your elbows and try to squeeze your elbows towards each other behind your back. Stay right here, or option, float up to your tiptoes. So heels really high. The higher your heels get, the lower your butt goes. Take one more breath. Very nice. Good, Tracy. As you inhale, heels on the ground, arcing Tadasana. So set your heels down, rise up and open up. As you exhale, I like to bring my hands into my third eye center. You can do whatever works best for you. Swan dive down. Breathe in, find your halfway lift. And exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat. Vinyasa, however you want to. So add a couple push-ups. Skip it completely. Take it on your knees. Totally up to you. Big, deep, diaphragmatic breath. So your Ujjayi breath comes all the way down from your diaphragm. You hear it, you feel it. It's powerful. It's strong. Powering you from the inside. All right. Next time you breathe in, take your right leg to the sky, 3-legged down dog. So play around here with square hips. Yeah, nice, Katie. So feel your inner thighs hugging in towards one another. Your right leg, I don't care about height, but go for length, strength, and power. So you're pressing up with your right foot. If I came down and tried to press your right leg down, it wouldn't even move. It's so strong. Take one more big inhale, lots of length. Exhale, right knee to your nose, round your spine, hollow out your belly. Stay here as you breathe in. Push the ground away. See if you can round your mid back more, lift your waistline higher. Exhale, nice Christine. Step through softly, low lunge. Take a couple breaths, kind of moving around, feeling into your legs. And then as you're ready, you choose crescent lunge, or if you would rather, you can take a warrior one. I never cue warrior one. I think it's funky in the back leg, but if you like it for your body, fine with me. So both poses, whichever pose you're in, you're pulling front hip back, back hip forward. You're plugging the femur bones into the hip sockets. And then find that tone in your lowest, deepest abdominal. So that doesn't mean you squeeze your abs, just means you draw your belly button in and up. You feel your low back get a little more supported. You feel your heart lift a little higher. Maybe you even gaze up. So your lower body, that's your strong foundation. Your upper body, that's your unique expression. So feel into your pose for yourself in this moment. One more great big inhale. Maybe you reach a little higher. As you exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Let's take a twist. So left hand stays down, right arm to the sky, revolve lunge. Legs are strong. If you feel like modifying, absolutely your back knee can come down. If your back knee stays lifted, really feel the power in your back leg. Imagine you're trying to drag your right hip back, but at the same time, your right knee is tracking towards your pinky toe. Yeah, take one more great big deep breath. Use your exhale to twist your edge. Really nice. End of your exhale. Good job, friends. Slowly release. Bring your hands all the way over to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Let's hang out here for a moment, wherever you want to go. So feel free to move around to explore Skandasana, twist, headstand. Yeah, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers there. Lots of options, whatever works best for you right now. Make sure your breath comes with you. So rather than tuning out and going somewhere else, which I know is so tempting, stay here, be with your breath, be in your body. Feel whatever is moving through you, even if it's uncomfortable. Just be that wide open space. Very nice. Take one or two more rounds. Open mouth sighs are always welcome. All right, next inhale, come to a halfway lift position. If you want, you can play with extending your arms out or any other arm variation. Now listen, exhale, fold, press into your feet, lead with your heart, reverse swan dive, come all the way up, arms to the sky. And then as you exhale, warrior two stance. So pivot your left toes to face forward as you bend your front knee, right arm forward, left arm back. If you need to take a moment, kind of adjust your stance, adjust your feet, please feel free. Right knee is bent deeply, but your right knee tracks towards your pinky toe, so make sure it's not falling in. Yeah. Next time you breathe in, reverse warrior. So this is your side body stretch. Front palm rotates up, reach back. Very nice. So imagine you're trying to lift your right rib cage up away from your right hip. Bend deeply into your front knee. Drag it towards your pinky toe. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground. Pivot to the ball of your back foot. You're in a low lunge. Standing splits, left leg to the sky. So just like a one-legged forward fold, that's really all we are doing. So hug in with your right inner thigh. Connect to your center. Left leg strong, left foot active. Nice, Katie. You can stay where you're at, or maybe you play a little bit. Right arm behind right leg. Or handstand hops. Shiva squats. Big deep breaths, Miss Brenda. Soft face. Your right leg is talking to you. That's okay. Give it your breath. Give it your awareness. It's only temporary. One last big inhale. Maybe lift your left leg a tiny bit higher. Nice, Paul. Exhale, forward fold, top of your mat. Step your left foot down. Maybe your right leg wants a little shake out, or perhaps you kind of pedal out your heels. Just move your hips side to side a bit. Find an inhale, realign your spine. Halfway lift, sorry. And then exhale, let's go for a tiny little potato bug ball. So bring your big toes to touch, gap in between your heels, tuck and curl. If this is too much for your knees, you can stay in a forward fold, totally fine. You have the choice in this pose to press your heels towards the ground. That'll work your ankle flexibility, or lift your heels up as high as you can to work more strength. As your heels lift higher, your butt gets lower. You might wrap your arms around your legs and give yourself a big squeeze. Breathe into your back body. One more deep breath. Back to your halfway lift. Inhale. So heels down, spine long. Realign. Good. Exhale. Fold. Root through your feet. Let's take it all the way to stand. Arms to the sky. Pause right here. Reaching up. High mountain. We're gonna take a side body stretch. You can make it your own. So we'll go to the right first. Maybe grab your left wrist, maybe right hand to right hip, maybe yin yang variation. So over to the right towards the door, hips towards the window. So more weight in your left foot, left shoulder back and down. Perhaps a little gaze up. Take one more round. Your variation, your expression. Back to center with your inhale. Other side as you exhale. So hips go right, upper body goes left. It's a crescent moon shape you're creating. Very nice, friends. So make sure your lower body is where it starts. Your upper body continues to work the length. Breathe into it. One more round, soft face if you want to, little gaze up. Inhale back to center, arms to the sky, realign your spine. Just a little baby back bend as you exhale. Bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze, heart lifts. Arms re-extend, spine realigns. Inhale. Swan dive down with your exhalation. Take your time. Traction out your spine. Beautiful. Lift halfway with your inhale. And plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat. Vinyasa however you want to. So move with your own breath. No rush. Good. Lots of awareness. Nice breathe. Feel into your back bend, your front body opener. Eventually back to down dog. Ujjayi breath. Can you feel it? Can you hear it? Inhale, left leg to the sky. So if you want to take a moment to really lengthen with your hip open, go for it, but then square off your hips. So feel your inner thighs hugging in. Usually, most of us can't lift our leg nearly as high, with our hips square, but you can still find a lot of strength, a lot of power in your left leg. Good, Christine. So if I came over, tried to press your left leg down, it would not even move. It's so strong. It's so powerful. Take one more big inhale, pressing up through your left foot. Exhale, left knee to your nose. Round your spine, hollow out your belly. Stay here as you breathe in, push the ground away. So you can round your back, so round, curl in. And then step forward softly. Take a moment, feeling around, maybe a couple of breaths, just stretching on this side. And then again, you got the choice today, crescent or warrior one. There's definitely more balance in crescent. But for me, my back leg, my back hip, ankle, and knee feel all wonky in warrior one. So you choose what feels best to you. Square off your hips. Left hip pulls back, right hip pulls forward, inner thighs hug in. Very nice. Heart lifts, gaze lifts. Feel the length in your side body. So your lower body, your strong foundation, feel that. And then your upper body, your expression. That's you. How does this pose feel for you? How does your breath feel as it flows through you? Beautiful. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down. We'll take a twist. So if you were in warrior one, pivot to the ball of your back foot, left arm to the sky. Revolve lunge, nice paw. So feel that twist coming from your core, from your center. Imagine you're trying to pull your left hip back, but at the same time, left knee magnetized to your right armpit. Back leg strong, very nice. You look so good. Take one more round. Maybe twist just a little further. Maybe gaze up at your left fingertips. End of your exhale, let it all go. Sweep your hands over the right long edge of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Wherever you want to take this on this side, about 5 rounds of breath. So you can do what you did on the other side. You can do something completely different. Totally up to you. These moments where I do give you time for yourself, rather than tuning out, going somewhere else that is not in this room, see if you can stay right here. Stay with your breath, the sensation, maybe even emotion in your body. So just allowing yourself to be present with what is. Last breath or two, you can exhale out your mouth if you want. Next inhale, find a halfway lift. You're welcome to add an arm variation if you like. So spine really long. Exhale, fold. Now press into your feet, lead with your heart, rise up. Reverse swan dive, arms to the sky. Warrior two as you exhale. So pivot your left toes forward, left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches back. Good. So hips are now open, heart is open. Your left knee tracks towards your pinky toe. So feel it wrap. Feel your left butt cheek wrap, I should say. Next time you inhale, reverse your warrior. Front palm rotates up, reach up and back. It's just like that side body stretch. Breathe into your left side. Lift your left rib cage up away from your left hip and breathe into that space. Reach through your fingertips. Take one more inhale. Nice work. Exhale. Cartwheel your hands to the ground. Low lunge. So pivot to the ball of your back foot. Standing splits. Right leg high. One-legged forward fold is all it is. So you can hang out. Relax your neck. Let your head be heavy. If you want to play, maybe left arm behind left leg, hand behind ankle, forearm behind calf, elbow behind knee, and then press arm into leg, leg back into arm. Use that to take you deeper. You can hop, you can take a couple Shiva squats. Stay here, stay with your breath. Let your left leg talk to you and just send it your awareness. This is only temporary. Send it your breath. One last big inhale. Spread your right toes, lift your right leg higher. Exhale, set your right foot down top of your space. Forward fold. Give your left leg a little shake out if you want. On an inhalation, halfway lift. Exhale into your tiny little potato bug ball, or if you want to modify, you can hang out in your forward fold. If you're in your tiny little potato bug ball and you would like to change it up, little balance challenge, turn it into a toe stand. So squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your inner knees, your inner heels, point your knees straight forward, bring your hands to your heart. Soften your face, everybody. Take about 2 more deep breaths. Good job. Inhale, meet in a halfway lift. So heels down, spine long. Exhale, fold, bow deeply. Root through your feet, rise all the way up, arms to the sky, big stretch. Hands to heart, or if you'd like, arms down by your sides, palms open. If you have your feet together and you would rather have your feet hips width distance apart for your mountain pose, then please feel free to readjust. Take a moment and just close your eyes, standing here in your mountain pose, Tadasana, arms by your sides or hands at your heart. Soften through your face, broaden through your shoulders. Neutral spine, neutral pelvis. Can you feel that from the inside? And then feel the groundedness and rootedness and stability in your feet. Draw up through the crown of your head. So feel all of the space inside of you. Feel your breath flowing through you. And see if you can find a connection to the ground and also to something bigger, vaster, more spacious, more expansive, more infinite than yourself, all at the same time. So start to let those energies, groundedness, rootedness, and expansiveness, spaciousness flow through you. And feel it, explore that. We'll move through that entire sequence, one breath, one movement. Stay connected to your breath, moving slowly and intentionally. Transitioning with control rather than momentum. If at any time you want to move on your own or take modifications, take a break, totally fine with me. Take one more inhale, everybody, in your mountain pose. So feeling into your mountain pose, embodying a mountain. And when you're ready, open your mouth, let it go. Ujjayi breath, and we'll flow. Inhale, reach up. Chair plane or drinking bird. So as you exhale, bend your knees, swing your arms back. Option to lift your heels high. Heels on the ground for arching Tadasana. So rise up and open up. Lift your heart, cactus your arms. Exhale, swan dive. Maybe hands to prayer at your third eye center. Very nice. Breathe in, find your halfway lift position. Katie, exhale, plant your hands, feet back. See if you can keep the exhale going as you lower, even hold empty. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips lift. Big inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Lengthen, strong through your right leg. Now use your exhale, step your right foot through as soft as possible. Very nice. Rise up, crescent or warrior one. Lift your heart, lift your gaze, strong through your legs, square up your hips. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, revolve lunge, right arm to the sky. So open up, all the way open, and then exhale, let it go. Unwind, hands over the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Add some arms if you want to. Exhale, fold all the way to empty. Navel to spine connection. Press into your feet. Lead with your heart. Reverse swan dive. Take it up. Arms to the sky. Exhale, warrior two. Right toes pivot forward. Right arm reaches forward. Left arm back. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Right arm up and back. Right side lock. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, pivot to the ball of your back foot. Standing splits, breathe in. You're welcome to take a hop if you want. Exhale, straight into your tiny little potato bug ball. So step your left foot down next to right, get small. Yes, halfway lift, heels down, spine long, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, rise up. Arms to the sky, inhale. Side body stretch of your choice over to the right, send your hips to the left. Back to center, breathe in. Switch your arms or switch your direction as you exhale. And back to the center with your in-breath. Baby back bend. Use your core to protect your low back. Curl open. Arms re-extend, spine realigns. Inhale, swan dive. Stick your butt out. Reach your heart forward all the way down. Forward fold. Good job. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana, lower. Inhale, lift your heart, shoulders back and down. Exhale, lift your hips. Big inhalation to take your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot through, soft as you can. Good modifying, Tracy. Rise with your inhalation. So heart lifts, you got crescent or warrior one. Exhale, hands come down, other left leg, Sydney. And then twist. Right arm down, left arm up. Exhale, unwind, hands over to the right long edge of your mat, parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Find your halfway lift on an in-breath, add arms if you want. Nice, you guys. Exhale, fold all the way to empty, navel to spine connection. Use that. Reverse swan dive, take it up. Arms reach up. Inhale here, and as you exhale, warrior two, adjust your stance. Left arm forward, right arm back. Reverse, breathe in, reach up, reach back. Keep that deep bend in your left knee. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge, pivot the ball of your back foot. Right leg high, inhale, standing splits. Take a hop if you want. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. So go straight into it, get really small. Yes, halfway lift. Breathe in. Very nice, my friends. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet all the way to stand. Arms reach, big stretch. Hands to heart. Exhale, we've got one more round. Here we go. Inhale, arms to the sky. Chair plane or drinking bird. Exhale, bend your knees, arms back. Maybe float to tiptoes. Inhale, arcing Tadasana. Set your heels down. Open your heart, cactus your arms. Good. Exhale, swan dive. Hands to your third eye if you'd like. Halfway lift. Breathe in. How much length can you create? And exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga. You can always skip it if you'd rather. Inhale, heart opens. Don't just move through this pose. Feel it, be in it. Then exhale, down dog. All right, listen, right leg high, inhale. You can stay and hang out or exhale, right knee, left elbow, get as close as you can. Inhale, three-legged, nice Sydney, so stretch it out. Exhale, right to right, as high as you can get on your right arm. Yes, inhale, back up, three-legged. Awesome, Paul. And then last one, knee to your nose, step through softly. Crescent or warrior one, breathe in and rise. Strong legs. Yes, beautiful, friends. Exhale, hands to the earth. You got your twist, open it up. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Open through the right side of your heart, maybe gaze up. Exhale, unwind all the way over to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Halfway lift, breathe in, add arms if you want to. Bow deeply, exhale, fold. From the press of your feet, heart leads, reverse swan dive, arms to the sky as you inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Reverse, breathe in, reach up, reach back. Now listen. Exhale, we're gonna go into side angle. So reach forward, tip it over. Side angle pose, you can stay in your side angle, any variation you wanna take, or if you'd like a balance option for half moon, float your back leg off the ground. So absolutely up to you, your choice. About 2 or 3 more rounds, your exploration. Maybe a little bit of both. Really good, you guys. Heart open, hips open, wherever you're at. One last round. See if you can meet back in a warrior two. So if you're balancing, soft landing. Good job. Take just a moment to settle back in. And just for kicks, let's take one more reverse warrior. So next inhale, reach up, reach back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground. Pivot to the ball of your back foot. Back to our flow. Inhale, left leg high, standing splits. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Curl in, get really small all the way to empty. Inhale, lift halfway, heels down, spine long. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, rise up. Arms to the sky. We've got our side body stretches. One more time. You can change it up if you want. Exhale to the right. Through center as you inhale. Your variation to the left. Up and over like a crescent moon shape. Inhale, center. One more standing back bend. Use your low belly to protect your low back. Curl open. Yes, arms reach, realign. With your exhale, take your dive down slowly. Beautiful, friends. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, nice Christine, heart lift, shoulders back and down. Down dog, good Brenda, exhale. Now listen carefully, left leg to the sky, breathe in. Hold if you want, or left knee, right elbow, exhale, get as close as you can, push the ground away. Yes, inhale, three-legged. Left to left this time, aim high, maybe take a push-up, don't let your belly or your butt drop. Inhale, three-legged. Now everybody, exhale, knee to your nose, then step through softly. Crescent or warrior one, your last time here. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, hands come down. Twist, revolve lunge, left arm to the sky, open through the left side of your heart. Exhale, let it go. Walk your hands over the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten your legs. Halfway lift, breathe in, option for arms. Exhale, fold all the way to empty. Now use your core, press into your feet, reverse swan dive, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, warrior two, adjust your legs, left arm forward, right arm back. Reverse, inhale, reach up, reach back, bend your front knee. Exhale, listen, adding our side angle. So come through your warrior two, reach forward, then tip it over. So your variation, you can work your side angle, or at any time, you can play with that balancing half moon, back leg floats up, keep it strong. Everything open, heart, hips, shoulders. Slow and steady with your breath. Take about 2 more rounds, exploring your pose or maybe a little bit of both. Good job, friends. If you're balancing, soft as you can, everybody come back to warrior two. So soft landing. Yeah, take a moment, adjust your stance if needed, find your breath. One more time, we'll reverse our warrior. Inhale. Right back to our flow. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, pivot to the ball of your back foot. And lift your right leg high, standing splits. Take a hop if you want. Exhale, tiny little potato bug ball. Listen, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, pause. From your plank pose, come down to your forearms, forearm plank. So elbows right under your shoulders, forearms parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide, or to modify, you can interlace your fingers instead. Gaze down so back of your neck is long, draw your belly button in and up. Now without letting your elbows drift apart at all, start to walk your toes towards your elbows and lift your hips as high as you can. So coming into dolphin pose, keep hugging in with your upper arms and your elbows. Keep pressing down through your forearms, really nice. You can stay here, or if you want, you're welcome to play with lifting one leg and then the other, even hopping a couple times towards forearm stand. See if you can be here 3 more breaths. I know it's a lot. I know your body's tired, your muscles are fatigued. Use your breath. Let it support you. Soften where you can soften. Good, Brenda. Take one last round. Push the ground away. Lift your hips. End of your exhale. Come down and rest. Really nice. So child's pose, or maybe embryo pose with your hands reaching back. Grab your heels if that's available, or just palms face the sky. Breathe down into your low back. Breathe all the way down into your low belly, your pelvis, your hips. If you can let your shoulders really soften. Slow, spacious inhale. Long, strong exhales all the way to empty. If you want to exhale out your mouth, feel free. In your next couple of rounds, my friends, back to downward facing dog, no rush. Find your breath. Ujjayi, just a little bit longer. So really use your breath to power you through the rest of your practice. Next time you inhale, take your right leg to the sky. And then go ahead and peel your right hip open this time. So bend your right knee like you're squeezing a rolled up washcloth behind your right knee. So squeeze, and then see if you can lift your knee a little bit higher. Thanks, Tracy. Take one more great big inhale here. You can stay if you want. Otherwise, option to flip your dog. So nice and easy. Just set your right foot down behind you and then lift your right arm, reach it forward. So heart forward, lift your hips. Beautiful. Take one more round. Everybody's in the back bend. See if you can find more space. Beautiful, you guys. And then come back. Let's meet in a 3-legged dog. Readjust your hips so they're square. So feel that big difference. Learn to articulate through your hip joint. Yes, very nice. One more inhale. Exhale, step your right foot all the way up top of your space. Low lunge. Now listen. From your low lunge, we're going to come all the way up to standing staff. So root into your right foot, left knee lifts, arms to the sky. We're going to do eagle pose today. I hardly ever teach eagle. So left knee on top of right, sit back into a one-legged chair. If you can get that second wrap of your toes around your calf, awesome. If not, just keep your toes active. Sit back, weight in your right heel. When you're ready, left arm under, right arm over. Wrap your arms together. If that's too much, you can just wrap your arms around your body like you're giving yourself a big hug. Left arm on bottom, right arm on top. Good. Try to sit down a little bit lower and then lift your elbows up and away. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Yes, so good, you guys. Take about 2 more rounds. Gaze right through your arms. All right, we're gonna leave our arms in eagle, or at least option to leave your arms in eagle. Straighten your standing leg, lift your left knee. So standing staff with your legs. Warrior 3 with eagle arms if you can. If you want to modify, feel free to let the arms go. So take a moment, your fullest expression. When you're ready, release your arms, low lunge. So you can set your left toes down, you can bring your hands down. Once you're in your low lunge, hands to the inside of your right foot, walk your right foot out wide. So all the way out to the width of your mat, or maybe even onto the hardwood floor. Back knee can stay lifted or come down for a little less intensity. Start to lower your upper body down. So rather than collapsing over to the left, try to encourage your weight to the right. You can pivot your right toes out to the right or roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot, if that feels a bit better. And then big breaths. Your right knee should be on top of or behind your ankle. If your right knee is in front of your ankle, you're now just using your ankle and your knee mobility rather than your hip mobility. So if you want to work into your hip, keep your knee on top of or behind your ankle. Maybe that means you scoot your back knee back a little bit or your back foot back. Really good, you guys. Take about 3 more breaths. If this is super uncomfortable, welcome to the club. Let it be uncomfortable. That's what yoga is all about. Just learning to soften around that discomfort. It's only temporary. Last couple breaths. Open mouth size if you want. Good job. If you're not already on your hands, start to find your way back up to your hands. If your back knee is on the ground, tuck your back toes, lift it up. Work your right foot back so you're in a plank position. From your plank, right hand is your base. Roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. Ashistasana, side plank. Do you want to modify? Right knee can come down, absolutely. Maybe take your left arm forward, bicep next to your ear. Face the knee, maybe. Float your left leg up. So find your fullest expression in this moment. Soften through your outer shell. One more great big huge breath. End of your exhale, plank or modify. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Slowly lower. Back bend of your choice, and maybe you want to take a couple breaths. Eventually down dog. If you want to grab a child's pose or a couple cat cows before you get there, fine with me. Good job, friends. Okay, Ujjayi breath. Fire it up. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Peel your left hip open. Okay, Brenda, so try not to sink into your right hand or shoulder, but instead just use that mobility in your left hip. Squeeze through the back of your left knee. Active through your left foot. One more in breath. Exhale, option to flip your dog. So left foot comes down behind you. Yes, so good. Heart forward, reach forward. So if there was a mirror at the front of the room, you're trying to look at yourself in that mirror. Lift your hips one more round. Beautiful, everybody. Come back, down dog. 3-legged down dog, left leg extended. Square off your hips. So feel again that big difference between square hips and open hips. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, left foot to the top of your space softly. So low lunge, and then from your low lunge, we have that big movement. Come all the way up into your standing staff. Find your balance here. Right knee lifts. Eagle legs first. So right knee on top of left. Sit back into your one-legged chair. Left heel is your base. You can get that second wrap around your calf. Awesome. If not, no big deal. When you're ready, arms, right elbow under left elbow. Wrap your arms together, or you can give yourself that big hug, or you can even just press your hands, press your forearms. Sit back, sit down, I should say. So weight in your heel, squeeze your inner thighs, and then see if you can lift your elbows just a little bit up and away. breathe into your upper back, that space in between your shoulder blades. Sit a little lower, 2 more rounds. Really good variations. We're gonna keep our arms if possible, and then come back to your standing staff just with your legs. So left knee lifts, or excuse me, right knee lifts, left leg straight. Slowly, warrior 3 with eagle arms. If you want to release the arms, totally fine with me. So right leg back, spine long, connected to your center. Take at least 1, maybe 2 breaths, fullest expression. Low lunge is where we'll meet up. So you can let the arms go. Soft landing if possible. Frame your front foot. And then once you're in your low lunge, hands to the inside of left foot out wide. You're almost there, I promise. So left foot all the way out, width of your mat, maybe even onto the hardwood floor. See if you can start to lower your upper body down. So you don't want your left knee to fall in. You want your left knee, so bring your foot here. You want your left knee to track out. So if anything, roll onto the outer edge. Yeah. So you don't want it to fall in like that. Yeah. Good job. Yes, very nice. Knee over ankle or behind the ankle. And try not to let your knee fall inwards. I know it's tempting. Get it to track out. And if it's helpful, pivot your toes out to the left a bit. Or roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. Just keep your ankle strong. Good, Brenda. So good. Back knee can stay lifted or come down at any time. It's like you're just letting your upper body melt with each breath. Soften, melt your heart. About 2 or 3 more. Let yourself be uncomfortable, and rather than resisting it, just breathe into it. Allow it. It's only temporary. One last round. End of your exhale, back to your hands if you're not already there. Back knee lifts if it's on the ground, so tuck your toes under. Work your left foot back, plank position. From plank, side plank. Roll onto the baby toe edge of your left foot, or left knee can come down if you feel like modifying. This is your last big power pose. Give it everything you've got. So maybe your right arm reaches forward. Nice breathe. Maybe your right leg floats up. Your pose, your expression. So use so much strength. You are so strong. But then can you find a little bit of softness and sweetness? One last breath. End of your exhale, plank or modified. Inhale at the top. Exhale, chaturanga, lower slowly. Back bend of your choice. Breathe in. And then one final down dog. So take it back to down dog. Give yourself a moment just to stretch, to feel into all the space you have created, all the length you have created. Really nice, friends. So a couple more rounds. And then you can either just set your knees down gently. If you want to hop to or through your hands, feel free. We're going to come all the way down onto our backs. But however you want to get there, all the way down. Once you're there, just like we did at the very beginning, draw your knees in, take that gentle rock. Yeah, so just rock side to side, or maybe you circle your knees, kind of trace the outline of your sacrum against the ground. Set your feet on the ground with your knees bent. Right leg straight up, like you're planting your foot on the ceiling. Flex your toes. Supine pigeon, outer right ankle, top of your left thigh. So absolutely, you can leave your left foot on the ground and just work your right knee forward away from your upper body. If you want, you can lift your left foot, grab hold behind your left thigh or front of your left shin. As you pull in with your arms, you're not trying to pull your legs as close as you possibly can to your chest. But instead, as you draw in with the strength in your arms, resist with the strength in your legs. So you don't want to round your spine. You want to keep a nice neutral spine. Stabilizing as you stretch. Yeah, flex through your right toe. If you want to rock a little bit, rock a little bit. Take about 2 more rounds here, breathing down into your right hip. If you are holding your left leg, set your left foot back down, and then cross your right knee all the way on top of your left, like pretty much like we did in our eagle legs. Reach your right arm out to the right, scoot your hips over to the right a bit, and then roll onto your left side. If you don't like your legs crossed here, if for whatever reason it just doesn't feel good in your body, you're fine to uncross them. So Katie, other side. You did left. See if you can feel your breath moving all the way down. End of your next exhale, so all the way to empty. And then come back to center, uncross your legs. Any little bits of movement to neutralize. So maybe a windshield wiper a couple times, maybe a full body stretch, maybe hug your knees in, little rock. And as you're ready, feet to the ground, knees bent. Extend your left leg straight up. Flex your toes back. So like you're firmly planting your foot on the ceiling. And then supine pigeon. Outer left ankle, top of your right thigh. Right foot can stay grounded or lift your right leg, grab hold. Remember, you're not pulling as hard as you can. You're drawing in at the same time resisting through your left leg. So Brenda, if you put your arm in between, like in the hole, and then try to work this forward. Yeah. Good job, friends. If you want to rock a little bit, go for it. And we'll just kind of leave it up to you. So when you feel pretty even on both sides, release your right foot back to the ground, cross your left knee on top of right. So again, kind of like your eagle legs. And then your twist. The left arm out to the left, scoot your hips over to the left a little bit. Roll over onto your right side. If you don't like your legs crossed, if that bothers something in your body, doesn't feel right, just don't cross them, no big deal. And I will leave it up to you. So you can stay here as long as you want to. When you feel pretty much even on both sides, come back to center and take any finishing poses that your body is calling for. So maybe a happy baby pose. Maybe one last full body stretch. Maybe one last inversion, one last heart opener. So anything else that your body needs or wants to complete your own practice. And then slowly begin your transition into your final relaxation. What happened? So as you slowly find your way into your final resting pose, I'll read you a little quote. So just a thought as you move into your Shavasana. Your mind does not wander. It moves towards what it finds most interesting. If you want to focus better, become more curious about what's in front of you. And if you wanted to take that even a little further, become more curious about what's inside of you. So yes, there's a million things that our mind could think about right now, and it will go towards what's most interesting. So start to make yourself, your body, your emotions, the energy that moves through you, start to make that interesting. Start to pay more attention and feel that entire world that's inside of you. Experience it just moment by moment, breath by breath. Just getting curious about what's there. Not judging, not fixing, not controlling, but simply just noticing. These last couple moments are yours to just be curious about what's right in front of you or what's within you, your inner world, your inner space. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Slowly bring gentle movement back into your body. Find your way eventually onto either side, fetal position. Give yourself a moment, maybe a couple breaths there. Using the strength in your arms, staying as relaxed as possible. Ease your way up into seated meditation. So as you come into your seat, just notice how you feel physically, energetically, emotionally. Notice if anything has shifted, even the slightest bit since the beginning of our practice. Take one last moment to just bow your head to your heart. So hands at your heart center and bow your head. Just acknowledge yourself, thank yourself for making the effort to show up, roll out your mat, do your practice, connect to a deeper place inside. Thank you so, so much for letting me guide you. It is an honor and a privilege. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. So good. She knows that she did the whole class so good, huh? Yes. Thanks, friends. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for braving the snow. Katie even drove all the way from Park City. I can't imagine how that was because even driving from my house was bad.